Hello everybody and welcome to episode 25 of the MSV Duisburg Save, and we are diving into a brand new season, which means new rules, new signings and some excitement. Let's dive in and have a look. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the Save, the community save, where you are in charge of policies that are going to run this club and decide who we buy, how we play and what we do. And this season we have new policies that are in, and well, let's go through them because they've had an effect on transfers. So the first one that won was a whopping 52% of all the votes on YouTube, was to sign someone from a low population country, and that meant a country that had below 1 million people for its total population. So I used a Wikipedia sort of information page to go through information and find countries that had under 1 million people in terms of total population. So that was one. We've completed that one, and I think I found a bit of a gem. We'll get onto that in a second. The second policy that is going to be voted in was to drop the player with the lowest match rating. So no matter if everyone gets above a 9 and one person gets a 9.1 and everyone else gets 9.2 or above, I've got to drop that person that gets a 9.1. But that's how it's going to work. Whoever gets the lowest match rating in every match won't be in the starting 11 for the next match. I like that. It's going to make it very, very interesting. Third in the voting that didn't get voted in into this season was to have a net positive transfer window, which means I could have a little bit of fun. And boy, have I had some fun. Let's go and have a look at the transfers. First, we'll start with the outs. Well, there's only really one out of note, and that is Dimitri Demu Napi, who had sort of dropped off from the first team last year. We can have a look at his history here and show you the actual stats of it. So yeah, I mean, 5 appearances for us. We sent him on loan to the second division, 17 appearances there, and now he's moved permanently to Nuremberg in the second division. So not too bad. £1 million profit. Someone we bought on a free transfer right at the beginning of the save. We bought him in for his height and his jumping reach, and he did okay in the lower divisions, but as we've progressed, we've bought in better players that are just better than him. So we do say goodbye to Demi Napi, which is a little bit sad, but it's for the greater good, as they say in Hot Fuzz, isn't it? What a film that is. So there were some other outs, but they're all from like the second team and the reserves, and yeah, we don't have to really worry about them. I think anyone that's been demoted to the second team and then you sort of sell, you don't get it in your transfers out list, but I don't then feel it warrants us talking about it because they're in the second team. But anyway, Valentin Gomez did join on a permanent deal. We knew this one. It was set up as part of his loan, wasn't it? Well, we loaned him in and then got him on a free transfer end of contract. Bosman rule, 14 appearances for us last season, a 6.86. He's going to come in and should do pretty well in a centre-back, and if he doesn't, we sell him for profit. He's worth nearly £9 million as a maximum market value at the moment, but very determined, very brave, pretty good, only 5'11", but I do think he's going to be fine for us in the Bundesliga while we start to hopefully climb the spots a little bit. But yeah, Valentin Gomez, looking forward to see what he can do. Next up, we signed Jack Fletcher on a free transfer from Man United. He's gone to the second team to get some football and to support them, but I do think he potentially could break into the first team. Very high potential, 1.5 star at the moment. Hopefully puts him some good performances for the second team, and we can see if he progresses nicely. And yes, I think he is related to Darren Fletcher. Yeah, he's Darren Fletcher's son, and apparently he is actually looking very good in the youth team for Man United as well. They're saying he needs to fill out a little bit, get a bit stocky, put a bit of muscle on, but he does look like he's could be something useful. So Jack Fletcher joins on a free from Man United. Sticking with the free transfers, we need a target forward for the system we're playing this year, and we've gone and got Jean-Philippe Mateta. Now, he's not the best, I understand that, but he's 6'4", he's strong, he's got good jumping reach, he's got good heading, he's got a decent finish on him, he works for the team. Yeah, he's not amazing, but he will do a job, and it's a sort of romanticised thing. If you go and check out my Luton one season challenge video, he did really well for me when I bought him on very cheap. I think I got him for like 1.2 million for Luton, and he did unbelievably well. So I'm hoping he can repeat that. But yeah, he did. He comes off the back of, some decent performances. Didn't really play last year for Crystal. Well, didn't play at all, actually, last year for Crystal Palace. But the year before that, 6.73, 8 goals in 32, 10 goals in 38 before that. So we'll give him a chance. We'll see how he gets on. I think what's he here as? He's here as a squad player, so there's nothing too too dangerous about this deal. 15 grand a week with our wage budget is fine at the moment, now that we're in the Bundesliga and we're making good money. And he's going to play behind Delap, isn't he? Really, he's not going to be the starting striker. So yeah, Jean-Philippe Mateta is in. Right, the next one then, Marco Bulat also joined on a free transfer, £15,000 a week again. He's got a little bit of value in him, up to nearly £5 million, 3-star potential, 3-star player already, but hard-working, good free kicks, central midfielder to give us another option in there. Picked up on a free transfer from Dynamo, where he wasn't really getting much football, but I feel like if we can release him on the world, and he's a bit of a set-piece specialist, corner 16, free kick 16, I think he could be all right, and gets forward whenever possible, shoots from distance, shoots with power, long-range free kicks, long-range passes, hit free kicks with power, switch ball to wide areas and runs with ball often. Now, I'm very keen to use him as a Mazzala and utilise the gets forward whenever possible, switch ball to wide areas and run with ball often. All the other ones I could do without, to be honest, but we'll see how it goes. But he'll be in and around. He's a rotation option. He's not going to be a starter. We'll see how it goes. There you go. He is wanting to be a squad player. That is the contract he's got at the moment. So, yeah, Marco Bulat for a free transfer I think is pretty decent. Now, here we go. He will have a face in a minute because I need to update it. But signed on a free transfer from US Crevelotes, I think it is. We bought in Jesse Prevot. Now, he is French Guinean. They have a population of under £1 million, and this guy doesn't look... £1 million? Under a population of 1 million people. And this guy doesn't look too bad. He brings a bit of pace, bit of agility, stamina, fitness. He can cross, he can dribble, which is very rare to have both of those at a young age for a young fullback who's a new gen. He can mark, he's got good positioning, work rate's good, makes right decisions, he's determined, his anticipation's good, his bravery's good, he's 18 years old, he's got French Guinean international caps, and he's got a 4-star potential. So I like him. I think he's going to be good. Professional personality, physical. I don't mind it. He's going to sit in our under-19s for a season. We'll see how he develops, and we'll go from there. Signed from US Crétil Lustanos. I was nearly close in France from the National 2B. But yeah, let's see how he gets on. I'm not going to judge him too much, but I like that as a signing where we have to sign. It's really hard. Countries with under 1 million population generally aren't very good at football, it turns out. And it's very hard to find players from those countries. So we've done it, and we've brought in Jesse Prevot. We'll see how he gets on. Right, that is all the free transfers. So sticking in numerical amounts of transfer fees. Next up is Incharan Changlo. Witaya Incharan Changlo, which definitely give me a nickname down below. Again, we'll have a real face when I sort out the config file. So next time we look at him, he'll have a proper face. But he is a professional physical striker from Thailand. 4.5-star potential. He can take a corner, he can cross, he can dribble. He can't really shoot. He can't finish. He has got good composure, but he can't finish. So I guess that's, you want to get him sort of training. He's not here, so we can't do his training at the moment. He has gone back on loan to his the club we signed him from. But he can pass. He's got good technique. His work rate and all of that is very low, and I think he needs to improve it. But flair, determination, composure, bravery, anticipation, aggression, and the physicals for such a young player. He's 5'5", but he will run for days. Acceleration 14, agility 14, balance 13, fitness 15, pace 14, stamina 13. Just chuck him up front and tell him to run a lot as an advanced forward. That's what I would do. Play on the back of the last man, get that off the ball up so that he's making good runs. But yeah, we've brought him in, and I think for £700,000, that is an absolute bargain. Now I'm hoping he's going to get some football while out in Thailand. He was previously 7.32, 9 goals in 34. So I'm hoping that we can, make something good here. Now it's interesting that he came through the Asana youth intake in Norway, then moved back to Thailand, which is very strange. I didn't notice that before, but he is in. We have John Wick. That could be a good nickname for him, couldn't it? Because I'm never going to pronounce that, and we'll call him John Wick without the K. Let me know down below. Right, and now things start to get pretty spicy. Thomas Wagner joins, a Czech Republic player. He has 10 under-21 caps and 3 goals for the Czech Republic, or Czechia, sorry. And he's looking pretty good. This one was interesting because we actually ran out of money, and I found this guy and asked the board to buy him for me, and they went, yeah, all right. which never happens, but 2-star current ability, 4.5-star potential, looks very, very good. 19 years old, and you'll see a bit of a theme building here. A determined technical striker. Dribbling 13, finishing 15, first touch 16, technique 13, determination 20, flair 17, off the ball 13, work rate 11, composure 13, bravery 11, anticipation 12, acceleration 14, agility 15, balance 12, fitness 16, pace 12, stamina 13. We're building ourselves a very good attacking team, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. But yeah, not looking too bad. 5'10", but that determination of 20, and he's got composure 13, finishing 15, and he's 19 years old. He is going to be class. He's going to be very, very good. We bought him in for £900,000 from Slovako in the Czech Republic, or Czechia, I think that's how you pronounce it. 2 appearances for them, didn't score 6.7 last season. 7 appearances with 1 goal the year before that. But I feel like stepping up, having slightly better facilities, hopefully, although ours aren't the best. I'm hoping that he will improve and turn out to be a pretty shrewd signing. Oh, this one I'm very happy with. Signed from Colombia is Jose Valencia, a right back for us. He, again, will have a proper face. We bought him for £1 million, potentially rising to £3 million. He is now worth 58 to 82 million. Yeah. This could be one of the best right-back wingers, new gens, I've ever seen. He is 18 years old. He has had 8 caps and scored 2 goals for Colombia already. He can cross. He can do everything other than tackle. Tackling is the only thing he can't do, which is fine because I want an attacking fullback, and that's what his favoured role is, like complete wing-back on attack or even wing-back on attack. But acceleration, agility and balance are all 17 or above. His weakest physical stat is stamina on 11, which speaks volumes for an 18-year-old. His weakest mental stat is 10, which is aggression, which speaks volumes for an 18-year-old. And, you know, other than he can't take a corner, he can't take a penalty, he can't tackle, and he can't really shoot, everything else is 10 or above. It is bonkers how good this guy is. Balanced personality, physical play style, a wonder kid in the media. He is ridiculous, and it cost me £3 million, potentially. I can't remember what he's got to do. I think it's something to do with, so there you go, potential cost including Adams 1.2, but the overall I think will be 3 million, because I think it's 1 million cash, £200,000 over after games. I think 50 games we paid him £200,000, and then we're going to pay them another 1.8 million in installments. So yeah, awesome, right? Absolutely awesome. But it doesn't end there, because for £1.5 million, and this is where I love Germany because work permits do not matter, for £1.5 million we bought in Jeremias Romero. Now he's a mercenary as his personality, which is a little bit bad, but technically promising striker. Again, lots of pace. Dribbling 17, finishing 15, composure 12, off the ball 14. He's going to be making runs and scoring goals, and the opposition aren't going to know what to do with him. 2.5-star already, 5-star potential. He is 20 years old, so he's a little bit older than the last guy we looked at, Valencia. 5'7", so again, not the tallest, but he'll work reasonably hard. He's got, yeah, good off the ball, not very determined, but I just was pulled in by the stats and by the form. He's cost us 1.5 million from the Argentinian second division, and I like what we've got. He had 24 goal contributions in 35 games in his breakout season for Brown. Last season still got really good ratings, but didn't quite put up the same numbers. But yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do. And he is the penultimate signing, he's not even the last one. Because if we keep hold of him and this guy, this is a strike force set for the ages. Edgardo Yepes has joined, a fairly determined physical wonder kid of a striker. Incredible, right? Incredible. He's already dropping down in a few attributes, but we don't need to worry about that. We bought him in for £3 million, straight out, straight cash. Atletico Nacional, first division in Colombia. 17 appearances. He scored 11 goals and 4 assists, getting a 7.62. He is going to be bonkers. Like, he's going to rip it up. 27 to 33 million pounds already. Again, lowest physical stat is jumping reach, which is 9. Everything else is 13 or above. Lowest mental stat is positioning 9 and bravery 10. Everything else is 11 or above. And technicals, again, can't cross, can't take a corner, can't take a free kick, can't throw the ball, and can't really take a penalty. But everything else is 10 or above. And even that 10 is marking. Everything other than that is 11 or above. It's just incredible stuff, incredible value. Colombia seems to be quite a hotbed for good wonder kid talent or potential wonder kid talent this year. And I'm looking forward to what he can do. So, yeah, we could potentially have Yepes, Romero, and Thomas Wagner as like our 3 striking options for the next 5-10 years. I'm going to assume that if they play really well, someone's going to come in for them and take them off us. But I don't think any of the minimum fee release clause clubs in continental competitions, 32.5 million. Like, I'll take that money if he gets that good. Romero, up here as well. Contract details, minimum fee release clause 4.9. Okay, he's the one we'll have to keep an eye on, but he's also not got the biggest value at the moment. Valencia, who is the outstanding right back, minimum fee release clause for Champions League club, 75 million pounds. So they come in and they say they need these release fees, and you know when they're that high, it's going to be incredible, right? No release fee in here either, but we do have an optional contract extension. Can you tell that I didn't do this one? This is the player that the board went out and bought, so they do all the contract negotiations. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't agree to any of this stuff normally, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm happy the board got him in. But that is it. I mean, 1 million bought in, 7 million spent. I'm really happy I didn't have to do a net profit transfer window. But it's not... That's not all of it, to be honest, because there is some deals going on right now. So, Yannick Dem is going out potentially for very, very cheap on loan with a permanent deal at the end of it. He's got a bit old. We've got Valencia in. We don't need a right back anymore like Dem. Caio Jorge is joining... wherever he went on loan. Who was it that he went on loan to? Santos, isn't it? Yeah, he went on loan to Santos in Brazil. So we got him in on a free. We're selling him pretty cheap at 775k, but just want him gone and off that. We have Marcelo Kalemba is talking about going on loan to somewhere. He wants to go on loan to further his development, so we're letting him do that because we've brought in the reinforcements we need. David Zimmer wanted to leave a long time ago. He still kicked up a fuss and he said he's going to leave on a free transfer, so we're cashing in on him for £8 million for him to move to the United Arab Emirates, which shouldn't be a problem. We should be able to cover him pretty well, to be honest. And we had a few bids for Matis Froibo, but I want to keep him and see how he develops. We've listed him for loan. I don't want to sell him on a full transfer just yet, so we'll see how it goes. But we're up to date. This is how the squad is looking. As we said, Zimmer probably going, Dem is probably going, Kalemba is probably going out on loan, Caio Jorge is going, but we still have a lot of options. Luka Zahovic, Mateta, Romero, Angulo, Delap, Wagner, all strikers. Yepes, potentially a striker. We are training people to play central midfield as well. We've called up Mehdi Gouini from the under-18s last season. He's now going to be playing a bit more for us in the first team. He's looking like he's progressing very well. Had a good season in the second team. 13 assists and 15 goals in 34 games for the second team. So we're going to see how he does stepping up into the first team. Lima is another one we bought in a couple of seasons ago. He's going to come in and just, try and perform for us, be a backup centre-back, see how he gets on. Akim Kista, another one that's going to sort of step up after we got him on a free transfer from Bayern. He'll be finding a few more appearances this season, I'm sure. So it's looking pretty good. I mean, at the back, we've still got Delacroix, Breakelman and Gomez to cover 2 centre-back positions because we're going with the 4-1-3-2. Now, if you watch me on stream, you would have seen this system. And it's been very, very good for Brighton in my stream. So we're going to see if it's very, very good here. We've played 1 game this season already. Kaiserslautern in the first round of the DFB Pokal. And we won 3-1, which was good. We had a bit of a mixed pre-season. We lost to Wolfsburg. Then we beat Vachona. We beat Red Star. Drew with Chateauroux. Lost to Kaiserslautern. Beat Lippstadt. Beat Rio Avenue. Drew with Union Berlin. Lost to Schalke. So it's all been a little bit all over the place. Oh, and the only other one to tell you about who is going to be vying with Jose Valencia for the right back position is Tom Snook. Tom Snook looks very good. We bought him in for a free transfer from VVV Venlo last year, towards the end of last year. and or beginning of last year, and he is progressing. We're actually training him to be, we're sort of rotating his right back abilities and his striker abilities, but we've just really strengthened striker, so he's probably not going to play there too much, so we might as well change. There we go. Yeah, we've got him doing, I've already done it, we've got him doing wing back, and seeing what he can do from there. So that's how the squad's looking. I did want to play the game, so I think we're going to quickly go in and play Eintracht Frankfurt, because I've been chatting for long enough already. So we've made a few tweaks to the system compared to what I do with Brighton, so we'll see how it goes. But this is the team I picked for it. Gunnarsson in goal, Valencia, Delcroix, Gomez, Colina at left back, Rocco Reitz playing in the holding midfield role, Bulat, Hill and Ambrose are the starting midfield three, Delap up front with Yepes up there as well. On the bench we got Vitek, who's still here, Brekelman, Gouni, Romero, Mateta, Roll, Angulo, Snook and Markarov in there as well. So yeah, and people miss out. We've got good squad rotations options this year, which I'm very excited about. So let's get into the game. We're going to go through. The person who had the lowest rating in the Kaiserslautern game was actually Jean-Philippe Mateta, so we don't need to worry about that. Yeah, he's not in the starting 11 for this one. I rotated the team after the last pre-season friendly, and knowing it was a cup game that I'm not that fussed about, we rotated the team a bit. So it's important we make full home advantage. No, I'm expecting a win today. Let's go out there and put a little bit of pressure on the team to perform, but then we'll tell them that we have faith in them. I have no idea what sort of speed this is going to play at, but there we are in our 4-1-3-2 system. Lots of new faces in and amongst the squad, which I'm very excited to see how they get on. There is Eintracht Frankfurt in a 3-4-2-1, very defensive shape. You can call it a 7-2-1 if you want to. Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich and Union Berlin and Hamburg and Hoffenheim and Schalke all won their first games of the season. Some big names in this league, isn't there? So what are we on? I think we should be okay. Let's put it down a little bit just to make sure that it's not going to completely pass us by when we first see a highlight. But we've had the first bit of XG, but it's a corner. Chobi puts it in, looking for Sakero. Gomez is there to head it away. Jonathan Tah, who is a big boy, gives it away. Delap clears, back in, Reitz with a header. Yepes can't get there. Sakiri into Jakic, into Baum. Baum going down the right into Jakic again, finds Aronson. Aronson ball in, good tackle, and Reitz can get this one away. Hill, that's not a very good touch, keeps it alive but can't find Yepes. Into Aronson again, who's coming down the right. They're going to put that one in. Aronson tries to flick it back, but Gomez reads the pass, and that was such a rubbish highlight. I'm not sure why we had it, but 16 minutes gone. Again, safety is just our mission for this year, I think. JB puts this one in. Pacho with a header. Yeah. We have lost a bit of height in our team with the new signings we've made. The problem with bringing in young kids and generally young forwards is that you do miss out on a bit of height. But Pacho, it's a good header, and Gunnarsson couldn't reach that one. There is a highlight straight from kickoff, though. Ambrose. Out it goes to Colina. Colina just holds it up back into Ambrose. Ball through, but can't get there. And we're trying to integrate a lot of new signings as well, which will affect sort of chemistry, bonding, the squad relations, how well people know the system. But we've won it back. Here is Delap. He definitely knows the system. Bulat's in. Bulat shoots over the bar. It's a good save from Belko. 20 minutes gone, and we get our first assist. Now, we do have a set-piece specialist in Bulat, but he can't find one of his teammates. Back out to Hill. Bulat on it again, but he's offside. 20 minutes gone. Not the best. Let's demand a little bit more. It has been Eintracht Frankfurt with the better chances in this one. So we need to... I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to panic just yet. I mean, last 15 minutes of this half, let's go attacking. Just see what we can do. Give the boys a little bit more of that emphasis to get forward. We are the home team, so got to try and make things work. I do think if I was to look for reinforcements in another... It's a penalty. It's a penalty. Was that Valencia that gave it away? I've been bigging him up as a wonder kid. He'd looked to be involved. Penalties awarded. No, it was Delap. Unfortunately, it was one of our more senior players. Delap gives away the penalty. It's going to be 2-0, you'd imagine, here, unless Gunnarsson pulls out a big save. He nearly did, but can't keep that one from going in. Fadez Shabi gets his first goal of the season in the first league game, and we're sort of sinking without a trace, which is a little bit irritating. But yeah, I mean, the midfield does look relatively weak. I would like a sort of big name playmaker in there, but we'll see how it goes. I want to give everyone a chance, really. I want to give one a chance. So Bulat looking a bit tired, but again, not playing badly. Hey, Adrian Hill is not playing brilliantly, and he's our playmaker, and that's the problem. I'm wondering, could we bring on... Now, I could bring on Roll in there. I could bring on Makarov. Maybe we go for Makarov, but then we push Ambrose as the playmaker. And we'll try that. 1 sub at half-time. They've made 3 subs at half-time. Wow. Okay, they're obviously mixing things up a bit. Jakic over the top. Kalina heads it back. Gunnarsson will collect that relatively easily. 46 minutes, so it's the first minute after half-time, of which happens a bit too often in Football Manager. Goals after half-time. Like, team talk seem to be a little bit overpowered. We've looked for Yepes into the space, but Jonathan Tah can mop that one up. Pulic into Jakic, into Engelhardt, up to Aronson. Jakic again. Here's Dina Ndibe. Jonathan Tah, Eintracht Frankfurt, trying to keep the ball. They're switching it from side to side, which is pretty good. And Cuckoo comes down the left. This is probably going to be a Frankfurt goal, and we're going to get absolutely annihilated in our first game of the season. Delacroix reads it well. Makarov. Oh, terrible pass from the substitute. Chobi pounces. 3-0. It's falling away, isn't it? Without a care. 3-0 on the first game of the season in front of your home fans. Not what you want. Let's drop back down to positive. I don't think the attacking mentality has done us many favours. Delcroix into Delap, who's been very, very quiet. Reitz, Delcroix, Ambrose. Ambrose ball through into Delap. Delap holds it up, finds Valencia. He legs it back, but again, quite a short pass. Ambrose. Makarov! He's sort of made amends for giving away that goal. He does get one back. It's 3-1 with, 40 minutes to go. There's plenty of football to play. Delap goes back to Valencia. Valencia nearly gave it away. It was well read by Delcroix to get there first. Ambrose into Makarov, first time finish. We've scored. We've given the home fans something to cheer about, which is good. Gunnarsson into Delcroix. Delcroix goes up to Valencia, who I would like to see a little bit more of. Ambrose. Delap getting a bit more involved now as the target forward. Don't get involved like that, you dickhead. Gomez. Back to Gunnarsson. We're keeping the ball. Into Gomez again. Gomez, this is actually a little bit slow, isn't it, these highlights? Reitz into Bulat. Bulat, good run from Valencia. I do like that run. Long and up the right wing. Not bad. Now he gets on the ball. Into Delcroix. Delcroix into Reitz. Reitz to Ambrose. Round the corner. Into Delap. Delap's in. Delap shoots. Oh, what a save again from Belko. I'm going to have to speed this up. It's too slow for me to watch it on that. It's like I have to slow my commentary down to match it as Valencia comes forward. This looks really quick now, but this is fine as Delap scores. It's 3-2. Oh, we're not out of this yet. 2 goals in 3 minutes for MS Val Duisburg. We're doing well. If Markov hadn't given that sloppy goal away, then it would be 3-3. Lovely ball in from Kalina. It looked like a little scooped spoon pass to the back post, and Delap's there to head it home. We have got a lot of... I do need Delap to perform because he is our main striker. Right, surely this is Bulat from here. He likes to hit long-range free kicks with power, and he's got like 16 for free kicks. Bulat. Oh, what a goal! Come on, we said a free kick specialist. He's in. Bulat's there. 3-3 in 8 minutes. We scored our first goal on like the 50th minute. Bulat has just rifled that in past the wall. That is incredible technique and hit. 3-3. What a turnaround this is. We've just reached the 60th minute mark, so I want to just see what we can do fitness-wise to make sure that we're not going to run people into the ground straight away. Right, Yepes off. We're going to bring on Romero, the other youngster. He's going to come on as a substitute. Valencia's looking a little bit tired. We'll take him off and bring on Snook at right back. We do also have... Oh, left back Kalina is nervous. I didn't put Ribeiro on the bench. That's silly of me, isn't it? Okay, let's put Gomez out there and we'll bring on Breakelman in the middle just to make sure our defence doesn't get tired. Bulat just scored a wonder goal, but he is tired. Could bring on Merlin Roll. We'll leave it for now because we're just getting back into this and he's just scored a wonder free kick, so I don't want to take him off too much. Let's give him some encouragement. Again, we were 3-0 down, back to 3-3. Look at that, 51, 54, 59. It's a fantastic turnaround. 20 minutes to go. Yeah, Bulat needs to come off now. He's getting very, very tired. So Marco Bulat off. We'll bring on Merlin Roll. He can have a bit of a... He's an everything man, isn't he? He plays bloody everywhere, so he can do a job for us for sure. Gomez getting a bit tired at left back. Reitz at half back. I don't think we've got anyone else in, but we've used all our subs because I made one at half time. I forgot about that. But yeah, we've turned this around. 10 minutes to go. We've got another chance here. Reitz, Romero, Makarov over the bar. God, we've really brought the game to Frankfurt in this second half. They've picked up a lot of yellow cards as well. There's 5 minutes to go. And Belko goes out wide. Engelhardt and Cuckoo up the line. We're putting pressure on. Snook does well. The substitute who's come on. So fresh legs working wonders. Reitz gives it away. Larson both through to Chaby. Oh, he's hit the bottom of the post. It goes wide. Gunnarsson was beaten, but yeah, okay, end to end. Ambrose, he's hit the post from a free kick. I didn't think he was going to shoot that. I don't think the keeper did either. Come on, boys, keep this going. 90 minutes gone. We've got 6 minutes of added on time. I mean, our second half performance probably deserves a draw. And we get a draw. 3-0 down. What a comeback to start the season. 3-0 to 3-3. 11 shots to 12. 5 on target to 8. They had much better XG, but we did get ourselves back into the game. And a wonderful free kick there is absolutely superb. And not playing in the next game is Adrian Hill with a 6.4 and being pulled off at half time. So yeah, that sort of makes sense that he's not going to be picked in the next game, does it? But we will leave it there. I realise this episode has gone on for quite some time, a little bit longer than I usually do. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back for a big game in the future, and we'll go, let's have a quick look then. We'll have a quick look to see what we've got coming up. Oh, how about that? Magdeburg in the second round of the DFB Pokal, and Borussia Dortmund, I think, is what we'll go for. Home in the Cup, away against Dortmund. Let's see how we get on around then. But thank you so much. Get your ideas and thoughts for season 6, I think it is, in the comments below. Any policies that you want to go to the vote and get everyone to vote on them, it's really good. Go and check out all the content that's happening. There's loads on the channel at the moment. I'm loving it. Loving Football Manager. Check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/cultureleftfoot. Links in the description. But for now, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.